People of Reddit, what ended your friendship with your best friend? He tried to get me fired from a job I hired him at as his boss. Never lend money to a friend, especially if you can't afford to. Being a compulsive liar for 4 years over stupid little things. Just got tired of it. We planned a trip to another country, which she happened to have an online relationship with a guy. The moment we arrived off the plane and she found her, that was the last I saw of her until the very awkward experience. She also wanted him to join us in the hotel room and was a once we got back home from the trip, I never heard from her again. He cheated on his wife with me girlfriend. One with me. Killed what I thought was 2 great relationships with on fuck. Actually, was a lot more than that, but I liked the way it sounded. Edit. Thanks all. It was a long time ago, 30 years, so for a very long time I held on to a lot of hatred towards the guy, but for some reason not me ex. I realized at some point that the hate was only harming me and not affecting him in any way, so that helped. I got tired of always being the one to put forth any effort. Fly across the world to meet up, attend family gatherings, reach out. It was good times when we were together. So it was worth it for a while, but when she moved close and still never bothered to make an effort, wish her nothing but the best. He was sentenced to prison for molesting 2 children. I went to visit him in prison because I did not believe it was possible it could be true. 1. I learned it was true. 2. He did not seem to understand what he did was wrong because it was true, and because he cannot be friends or have any association. I have known this guy for over 35 years. When I realized he was a bully, I just wanted his friendship and attention, and then I realized he was using me for kicks. I put up with his bullshit because I wanted to be liked. He leaked personal files that were information about the people we take in. He was my coworker at those files included autopsies, pictures of the actual body, legal information. He would also not follow the requests given by family members' religious practices, such as thoroughly clean. Just a horrible person overall, and I truly believe that he leaked those things for personal fetish. After 14 years of friendship, we get an apartment and suddenly he loses his job. Then, after he agreed to pay me back eventually, all he ever gave me was from his mom. So I paid the full year lease and he stayed 8 months total. I never talked to him again also because I found a receipt where he was trying to make a copy of me car. Fuck that guy. Every single time that I would tell her I was interested in talking to a guy, she would try to get. She was never successful, but it hurt that she kept trying. I confronted her about this in a very nice and civil way and explained to her how we felt about it. She apologized profusely and promised it would never happen again. And then it happened again. I just immediately cut her off after that. No explanation or words needed. She knows what she did. Haven't spoken a word to her since. Took an international vacation where we realized we hated damn near everything each other did the whole time. Realized year of seeing each other on Eminis 2 times a month made us hardly know each other. Just made a post about this, but she uses me as a therapist, but when I try to vent to her, it's gotten to the point where we don't talk unless she has a bad day and needs someone. She'll take days or even a week to respond to a funny meme, but then immediately start dumping. I'll invite her out to have fun, and within a few hours, I'm being her life coach. Also, we just started to grow apart. She's turned into her parents, and her parents are the typical snobby Serbian people that are extremely judgy. A car accident. He went to his new job with a new car and never heard of him after that. Edit. Thank you, God, for all the supportive words, and I've been reading all of yours. We can just move on and take that with it. Her dad died unexpectedly, and I was there for her. My dad died unexpectedly a year later, and she was not maybe could be there for me. It happens, life is weird. She didn't invite me to her birthday party. It was me first time back from college and you would have been able to go. She made a whole Facebook event page and invited everybody but me. I found out college roommates shared a room for 2 years. Best friends. Turned out she was a raging klepto and amp. Pathological liar, stole everything from me. Also was telling people lies about me to keep me isolated and basically make her the one who was really sad we were best friends, or at least I thought we were. Time. We grew up, had kids, and moved apart. Edit. I've known this guy since I was 6 or 7, which he was me best friend, and I still consider him as such. We were both best men at each other's weddings, and I was the first non-family member. Time just sneaks up on you. It's the small things to start with, and eventually we still text call each other about 1 minute 2 times a year about serious matters, family, jobs. I know if either of us called the other and said, hey, I need help ASAP, we'd both She found me a place to stay for free with one of her friends during me divorce. I was insanely depressed and I was a horrible roommate. She found me a great opportunity to restart me life, and I just pissed all of her friends off. I don't blame her. I was a total wreck during those months. Just missed that friend I had for 20 years. When me father was dying of cancer, my best friend called me to catch up, and I told him that was the grossest thing I could ever hear from him and hung up. My father died 2 weeks later. It's been 2 years and he hasn't called or texted once. Good fucking riddance. Fuck you, Tim. He died. Miss him. We met at 4 years old. Friends for about 30 years. Has been gone 8 years now. She tried setting up her gay friend with our mutual gay friend, and the mutual friend was. She could to get the hint, so he told her to cut it out. Still didn't to get it and kept trying. Called her rude and a shitty friend, and then she dumped me. The mutual friend, the ex. Oh well, it was all toxic anyway. My husband at the time had to step away from his job because he was dealing with pretty severe mental health. We had a young child and I was a stay-at-home mom, and it was really devastating. I was really good friends with a coworker's wife. Friends with. The coworker moved into my husband's higher-up position when my husband had to resign. We had to sell our home since we couldn't make the mortgage payment anymore. The friend came to help me pack, and while doing so told me that they always knew this would happen because they had basically been waiting around for my husband to fail so that coworker could succeed and fulfill. Yeah, no. Said goodbye to her, moved out of state, and never looked back. I won't tolerate people using religion to be dicks. Her death, unfortunately. He was a pedophile. Time, distance, and an aversion to social media. He passed away at his job after we graduated high school. He worked at an asphalt creation center and fell 30-ish feet into a boiling ash. He had just turned 18, and it was a few days before my 19th birthday. Edit, grammar and spelling. Jail. He went to jail for a really dumb reason and won't return letters. If it's embarrassment but he doesn't seem to want to be contacted. She was my best friend for 2 years. We were in similar traumatic experiences, and we helped each other throughout the 22 months. We protected each other. One day she told me her father was back from jail and she was scared. I don't remember exactly what he went to jail for, but he was gone for about 6 years. She told me on May 18, 2020, that she could not handle it anymore. 2 hours later, her older sister finds her and tells their grandparents and then me that her exact words were, "I'm so sorry, Grace. She's gone. My little sister is gone." I annoyed her slightly for about 10 seconds one day, so she ended up cyberbullying me severely. It was honestly for the best. She was toxic as fuck.